Welcome to the third session of Drunkards and Dumbasses. We are joined by Liam from left to right. We got Liam, James, V, Nate, and Owen. I'm Wes. I'm your DM this evening. I still have no idea what to do with my hands. Um, so last session we got to know the Valdoon camp members and our newest addition to the party, Calduin. Um, they journeyed up to empty-handed, but with the new party member back up to the oh my god, map, disorganization, the city, the city of Mira. Um, They poked around a bar, interrogated a guy, saw some guards going south towards the whoa, Ashen Sea. Um, they then found their way going to the holy city of Ragnar, spending some time on the beach in the cool wind. Then play a game of catch the ornate knight, who when cornered they were introduced to he introduced himself as Gawain, the last knight of Pelor, and after a brief kerfuffle with Calduin attacking Gawain, you guys were then teleported on the top cliffs overlooking the Cove of Blackmere and the island itself, with the shimmering magical bubble surrounding the city.
Why'd you tell us the name? We didn't know the
Oh,
name yet.
my bad.
Oops.
I mean, I knew the name, but
Well, I'm assuming Beckett would have noticed it too, right?
uh,
He's from there. So.
yeah, those that's what I meant. Those who have been there know it as
Sorry.
Blackmere.
jeez.
Saved by the okay. So it's getting to about 6 o'clock now. Um, the the sudden change from the intense heat of the dunes of Veilbridge to the cool northern crisp breeze. Um, you wouldn't be able to tell in Veilbridge, but currently it's getting into the late autumn season. Um, there's no snow on the ground yet in the northern most continent. Um, yeah, to your backs. Well, obviously, in front of you, I said there's the big old cliff, overlooking the cove, and the island of Blackmere itself. And then behind you is a small forest, and then beyond that, you can kind of see through like a bit of a roadway and forest beyond the roadway itself. Um, I'll pass it over to you guys. What do you want to do? I can also point out on the map. You guys are Hold on, let me find where I am, and then I'll flip it. Just right below these patches of trees here.
All right.
On the yeah.
So
The
as we uh, realize where we are, I say, "Where the fuck are we?"
Just gonna kind of look at the knight. Assume he's gonna tell us something.
Oh, Gwen is not with you.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
I didn't know.
It is
What did he
just
say
you
before
five.
he poofed us?
That's a great fucking question.
I don't remember what he said.
Oh no. Hold on. I got nothing in my notes saying anything.
What did you ask, James?
What he said. Oh, what he said before we got poofed, because that would probably influence what our characters say after getting poofed.
That is a good question.
Last thing
Yeah.
I remember was
Sorry
you
to put you
saying
on
it's
the spot.
just you got places to be and then we
Yeah,
pooped
something
here.
along those lines.
Mhm.
I guess. So I guess I'll be like, where after he says where the fuck are we? I'll be like, where we have to be. I guess. Does anybody recognize this place?
I'll point to the dome and be like, "That's Blackmire." Blackmire. Sorry.
Where's Blackmere?
It's on the main continent. For some reason, we got teleported to the main continent.
That can happen.
Good question.
How,
Nice
how do we
do it.
how do we get over there?
I'm assuming our godly friend teleported us here.
No, how do we get over to the island?
Oh, good guess. I have
Do
no
we
idea.
swim over or what?
I don't think
So-
that's a good idea.
How long would it take to swim over there?
It's pretty
pretty
cold. I
decent
feel like
time.
the water is going to be pretty cold.
If you
Is
think
the
water
I'm
might be
going
a
in that
little cold,
water,
and you guys
you
have
are
a lot of
crazy.
stuff on you. But who asked how you gonna get over there?
I did.
You did. Give me a spot check.
Okay.
Good old spot check.
I've got a 21.
Hell yeah. Okay. So you look at the island over the cove in front of you, and over on the eastern point of it, there's a long, skinny bridge leading to the to Daria. That's probably wide enough. From you got a pretty high roll. It's wide enough for like 2 carts to pass through. And the bridge leads underneath the cove somewhere to your right, but you can't really see a way in from where you are.
So I see a bridge but don't know how to get to it. That's the.
You see a bridge, but you don't know. You see it going towards the mainland, but you don't know where it connects.
Are we not on the mainland?
You are, but
Oh,
you're
you're
on
saying we
this.
can see it come.
Like you're on this cove here. I don't know if I can see that.
Yeah.
You're on the cove thing here, and you
Uh.
see the bridge, but you can't see where it connects to on the mainland.
Well, there's a bridge over there.
I guess we walk towards it and see what we can find. I'm sure there's a way to get on it. They may have changed it since the last time I was here.
Well, how was it the last time you were here?
It's been a while.
Okay.
All right, let's get going.
So, behind you into the forest there, as you guys, begin to gather your cures and your woes, behind you, there's the main road that leads through the forest. And it's like it's probably like a good distance. My God. I don't know. It's like a good trek through a little bit of woodland before you reach the path. You can see the path where you are. The trees are pretty narrow. And as you're kind of walking through, you kind of get halfway towards the path. Sorry, Wes's brain is turning and talking at the same time. This is not working. And there is a huge like footprint leading.
Could I do
Do.
Okay.
Sorry. Is not this far up.
Okay.
Directions. Oh my god, I have a compass there. I get southeast. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Yeah, there's a humongo footprint facing towards southeast.
What makes that?
Does anyone have knowledge?
Could I roll a knowledge nature check to see if I can determine what creature it is?
Sure, go for it. Gonna be yeah.
Dice don't fail me now. Math is hard.
hmm
32.
Oh yeah.
32?
So you you know, geez.
You pointed to knowledge nature? What the fuck? Holy shit.
Kind of crouch down and analyze the footprint. Oh my goodness. And the size and the distance between the 2 feet here, you deduce with your knowledge of the woodland that that this is a troll,
Mm,
and a big one too.
I will relay that to the rest of the party.
Troll.
And then
Wait.
I tell
you-
my baby griffin to stay with me in Elvish.
So you're telling me there's a troll, and we're going towards a bridge. I'm just gonna assume fairy tales are similar across realms of D&D and.
No, the footprint is actually leading away from where you saw the bridge.
Okay, good.
But not the direction we came from.
Not the direction you came from. No.
Okay,
You were
I'm gonna-
standing on a ledge, and now it's facing towards, like, Palos there, southeast. I don't know.
Can I send Bubonic up, like, just to look? Like, scout?
As
Scout. Yeah, above the tree line or below the tree line?
Just to, like, 10, 15 feet above the tree line, like, not too high.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Sounds good to me.
and then I say, we go in the opposite direction of that.
I like his thinking.
Exit stage left.
I don't know. This thing could be fun.
You never know what you can get off a troll.
A particularly big troll at that.
How big did you say the footprint was, Wes?
It's like a good, like, 1.5 feet long and, like, 1.5 foot half. Maybe, yeah, 1.5 feet.
That's not too bad.
Pretty wide.
Oh, so we're going like Harry Potter washroom troll vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger than that.
Okay.
But yeah, that kind of vibe.
Oh, Hermione, do you need saving? Do you need saving, Hermione?
I make one
Hermione.
reference and you just can't stop with the fucking joke.
Next thing we know, a guy just comes out of the forest. Troll in the forest!
There's a troll in the dungeon.
There's some trolls in the forest, there's some trolls in the forest.
Minus 200 points from Gryffindor.
It's not my troll.
All right, guys.
Does Bubonic find anything?
Bubonic, is he flying in the direction of the footprint?
I pretty much just want him to go straight up and look. I don't want him to like fly
Oh.
away. Yeah.
Okay. So Bubonic kind of swoops back down onto your shoulder, and he to the other four of you. It's like once again like a pissed off cat. But to Beckett, he's like, well, if you go further down the path that way, go. There's a big old city, and if you go the other way, there's a big old field, and forest.
No troll?
No, I mean, not that I can see.
Thanks, bud. I'll relay that with the field. Just be like, yeah, there's a field one way, town the other way. Unless we want to fight the troll, I say we keep going to the town.
I say let's go to the town.
We're going to
Down.
I want to kill something.
Well, we could always kill it later. It's not like it's gonna go anywhere.
I feel like getting supplies would be our best bet right now.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I'm gonna put my armor on since the weather's nicer here and like
Okay.
permitting.
Yeah, I'm also going to switch from my desert outfit to my monk outfit.
Sure. Guys, you fasten your armor on, and he finds a bush to change in.
I'm gonna roll a search check for bushes, which we can't.
There's a bush.
Oh, you're
Poison
gonna
oak.
search for something else. My bad. So, your plan, gentlemen?
Pretend you're the guy and not die. I don't know.
We go to the
Heading to
town. Is everyone go with that?
So,
Yeah.
do you guys want to go to the island town or the other town that Bubonic mentioned? Eastern ways.
Island.
Yeah.
Island town.
Island town.
All right. Island town. So, heading through the forest, final hitting the main road. You guys start trekking your way down the main road. And once the pathway road thing breaks from the trees, you on your left, closer to the banks, you see a farmhouse that is like collapsed in. And like, geez, words. And the pathway leads on forward. On your right side, there is a massive field. And beyond that, it rises up into a giant cluster of mountains that dominate the northern side of New Daria. Forward, you see a lake, which and then if you look like further, it actually looks like there's like a town on the lake. And then as you continue scanning around, you see the road then forks off one way heading towards the lake, and the other heading south towards where the bridge was located. Um, yeah.
Okay.
So you continue along the road, and you see it forks to your left, and then you go down the left path for a while, and then it turns a corner even more left, and on that junction, you look out and you actually see a huge castle town.
Oh.
Um, um, but that's like further, like another hour's walk away. You can just see it because this side of the continent is really flat. And um, curving down on the last left, you turn on your, once again, I'm saying a lot of lefts. Left, left, right. On your left, you there is a like an old crookedy like town that like even though like the wood and all the buildings look relatively new, it just looks very hastily thrown together. And that surrounds like an even bigger building that definitely looks a lot older, with a faded swinging sign out, because this is like right beside the path as you walk. And you as you continue even further down towards the bay, the roadway leads down into like a cave.
Mm.
You guys head down the cave, um, and it goes, it descends. Wow, thanks. It descends down and opens back up, and you're on the lower end of like the cove now. Like you can look up to your right and see like the cliffs where you guys were teleported here, um and leading across the water is this red and like really dark brown bridge, that leads down towards the island. But when you're down here, you actually like the island is obscured by mist, and you can't see through it. And as you guys kind of walk up towards the steps onto the bridge, lying all in the banks of the river, it's littered with gold coins, all up on the shores of this cove. And there's no one you can see like presently on the bridge. But are you guys climbing up the stairs then?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's only like a couple of like 3 steps up before it leads over, just to account for the rise and fall of the water,
Right.
like waves and stuff. Um, as you walk up the steps, a ghost kind of materializes in front of you. He goes, "Ah, travelers, welcome." It's this very very old gentleman. Um, he's wearing like um tattered like sailors gear, and he's got a long scraggly beard going down, and hair that's been like no hair actually. He's bald. This is a bald ghost. Ah, travelers, do you seek to use the bridge? And he holds out his hand as if he's like waiting for you to give him something.
I reach out and just try to touch on like his hand.
You kind of you reach forward towards his hand and like phase through him, and he jerks his hand back. Excuse me.
Sorry. Wanted to know if I was
Disrespect
seeing
the
things.
kids.
Can I send Wait, sorry. Does Beckett know what to do? Because he's been here? Or is this like a
It's
new
been a
thing?
long time since you've been here. Roll me your highest knowledge.
Could I, for
19.
no reason at all, roll a knowledge arcana? I
Sure.
I just
Go.
want to see what's happening with this guy.
Okay, go for it.
There you are.
Yeah, you. This is Midas's bridge. The
7.
ghost, the sailor Midas, died at sea, and now that this is the folklore behind it, as you've heard growing up. Um, that he died at sea and then protects the islands from intruders. And you know that to get in and off the island this way, off the island doesn't cost you anything, but getting on the island, you must give Midas a gold coin.
Okay. Can I send Bubonic to get a gold coin? For me?
Where?
Like, off on the shores? Because you said there was gold coins lining the shores?
You could.
Yeah, you gotta let her do it.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you know what? Actually, you with a 19, the folklores continue to say that the you should never ever touch the gold coins. You've been there. You got a 19. I'm gonna tell you this because if you do this, this is really stupid.
Okay.
I don't want to fight Midas. He's my boy.
If you guys were level 10, maybe I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, grab it. No, not this early. You just don't touch the gold coins.
Got it. I'm gonna turn around to the group and just ask if anybody has any gold. Because I for sure don't.
I just start to reach down to the ground, like, what about one of these?
No. Don't.
Okay,
Bad idea.
why?
Very bad idea. Long story short, we don't want to piss off our lovely bridge ghost friend.
Him?
He gives you he kind of gives you like a toothy grin smile.
What is he gonna do? Scare me to death?
I don't think you want to find out, so let's just leave it at that.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's kind of what ghosts do.
Insulting him is not a very good idea either.
You know, it's not like me to give one of my pieces of gold away, but
Just need one.
for this occasion, I suppose, as he takes off his hat and pulls a gold coin out of it and hands it to Beckett.
Okay, and I'll turn around and give it to Midas.
He's a leprechaun.
You
That's what I'm thinking.
you go to put the gold coin into Midas's hand, and it just phases through his hand and clinks off the bridge and into the water below.
I missed that.
You did? Rude.
No, I'm saying I physically miss doing that to Midas.
Oh, yes, a good old Midas.
I assume it's the same guy, folklore.
Yes,
you know,
yeah,
but-
it's the same ghost as before. And he kind of he's not really touching the bridge. He's more floating over it as his incorporeal form moves to the side and gestures to you all to move forward.
Woo, let's go.
We really just let a
Thank you,
guy
kind sir.
who we can pass through stop us? He'd even take the coin.
You know what? On the way out, if you want to touch the gold coins, you can do that. That gets getting like frustrated at this point. He's just like, you know what? If you want to kill yourself, go for it.
Enjoy your time as he as he is kind of blows off into the wind.
I just start walking confused.
Mhm. As you begin to walk down this bridge, all of your entire vision, like everything you can see, that was redundant. Nice. Is covered with the fog. As like you can't see anything, but like with the bridge underneath you, you continue to walk forward as you feel like you don't even know how long you've been walking for. It could have been 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. You kept walking through this fog as and it dissipates behind you. Um, in front of you is this very like imagine like Diagon Alley, just like this very patchwork of all these different colors. But like you seeing it from this side, it's just like a pathway leading up onto the main street. You can see ahead that's bustling with people. Um, as you begin to walk up the bubble you guys saw earlier that surrounds the town, as you guys phase through it, it's like a weird tingly sensation as you guys um pass through um this like border, and as you go, it's still like like it like I said, it's like 6 o'clock, like it's still pretty bright out. It's starting to get darker, um but as you guys phase through this bubble, you look up and the entire um bubble just reflects night onto the entire town. And now as you're walking up towards the city, you see massive warm dancing lights float uh um the length of the street. Every so often there's like the like street lights, and magical shops have there's magical shops and all manners of creatures and people walking around. Um, Zolog in particular, like the not Zologs.
It made me
So
smile.
or Golan, the bright sun no longer hurting your sensitive eyes. You can actually take you can put your goggles up onto your head,
All
and
right. So as I do that, I take one more step, and a board on the bridge just breaks under my foot.
why?
It's clumsy.
Why not?
The bridge is very well made. You could drip on the stair going up, uh, injuring your leg once again.
Yes.
Okay. Um, you
I'm
guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Calduin.
I'm just looking around. I'm just going. Yeah, I thought the desert didn't make sense.
Why?
This
The
is-
desert seems pretty straightforward to me. Just sand.
Tobin, is this your first time out of Velbridge as well?
It is, yes.
Yeah, what's that like? What's going through your head as you're looking around the this bustling magical city, as
Well,
opposed to the very anti-arcane that you've been accustomed to in your home country?
nothing that he can string together. It's overwhelming. This is very different than the
Mhm.
sand typical like sandstone buildings. Like it's so diverse here, even just in this one city, that it's like, whoa, places are like this.
I'm also like fixing my bandages to make sure that my face is covered properly. Just my eyes are showing.
Okay.
so many mysterious people.
Where are you guys like standing on like in the street? You guys like walked out of the alleyway that leads towards like the bridge down below. You guys like on the sidelines, like in
I
the
think
middle of the road, like
I'm
being
definitely in the middle, just taking it all in.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out like what we need to do. Um,
Me too.
is there
I
anyone
know
back?
what you guys need to do. I just like need to know how to get there. I was trying to find what he said to you guys, but
Is there anything like anybody or anything that Beckett knows in
Doubt
Blackbriar?
it. Give me a minute.
who, me?
Yeah, I know I didn't
What are you
purposely
doing?
name anybody. I probably should have.
What did you ask me? I didn't hear.
If there's anyone Beckett will recall from his past here. I know I didn't name anybody. I probably should have, but
Give me a spot check.
And as Beckett's doing this, I kind of take my hood off and like, look up and go, "Oh, finally,
16 on that spot.
I can actually see."
Looking around, no one really catches your eye. Um,
And as I look down, you finally see the color of my eyes are kind of blood orange color, and I have kind of like a mullet kind of hairstyle that's a darkish blue.
Is that your natural hair color, mister?
Yep.
Nice.
wow then.
Natural style
Didn't
too.
even know. Mullet, born and raised.
Um,
Uh,
I don't know.
Calduin's gonna look around, just like standing off the side of the street, just to see if there's any interesting landmarks around.
Interesting landmarks. There is plethora of shops kind of lining this side, and then above, you can see like patchwork windows of people's homes above, kind of dancing lights. You can kind of see kind of leading down the road. It's like the town is pretty small. There's more on the if you like the road kind of goes east to west, and if you go to the western side, there's more like residential parts, and if you continue looking down towards the east, you can kind of see the commercial like main strip kind of end off as you can see like the border border of the night bubble, and beyond that you through like the kind of like hazy transparent ish um bubble. You can kind of see a forest leading on as the path goes up. There's like, I don't know, what kind of shops would catch Calduin's eyes?
Um,
You see
he's
like kind of like a,
he's
go
more
ahead.
looking for things of like more antique or old.
um
I am not trying to metagame, just so you know.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. He just likes
Okay.
antiques. He
um,
is still looking for Asherati stuff, so
yeah, there's kind of like a wacky store that you can't really tell what it sells, but it just has like a whole bunch of junk out front of it. Um, yeah, okay. Um, as the like like even looking around at this shop, like you can't even really see a name for it, but you like the wacky assortment of stuff out front kind of draws Calduin to probably assume that you could find some antiques there.
okay. Yeah, he's gonna make his way over there and start searching for anything Asherati related.
Okay. The rest of you, are you gonna follow him? Do you have your own plans or goals in mind?
Um, is there like a general store around here or something like that that has like anything?
Yeah, yeah. You find uh the general store pretty easily. Anyone else?
Any blacksmiths?
Pardon me?
Any blacksmiths?
Blacksmith? Yeah, you see um it's not really a blacksmith, but you see through the window you see a bunch of like ornate swords hanging, and on the other side there's like a hammer and a mace and a like a set of armor.
Cool. Does anybody want to
Um,
come check that out with me?
is there like a board or like a city hall almost that like Beckett could go to like see if there's like any like notices or missions and stuff?
Um,
Like just to see what's going on because he hasn't been here in forever.
all right. Give me a minute to think about that one. I'll cover these three and then I'll get back to you on that
Yeah.
one. So Calduin going in towards this the mysterious antique shop. There's no door on this place either. Like there's hinges there, so these people must have removed the door. So you kind of pass through like hanging shells on strings as you part through them, walking through the door, and this place is like filled like a hoarder's house. It's you kind of like you kind of like even at some points have to like turn to like squeeze through parts and make your way. Can you give me a search check?
Yep. It's gonna be terrible, but whatever. Da, 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 da.
Or yeah,
10.
10. Um, the shelves are a little bit hectic for you to really find anything of any means, but at the back you see um a drow man kind of sitting behind the desk, and he's reading through a scroll on the desk.
I walked up to him. Excuse me.
Ah, yes. How can I help you? Oh, sorry, I got the voice. Oh, hello. How can I help you? No, that's a little bit too Jonathan. You accursed Irish. Oh, hello there. How can I help you?
Um, yes. Sorry. Can what do you know of Asheratis?
The Asherati. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. He goes, reaches underneath the desk and reaches and grabs a huge, like, thick book that's like massive, and he kind of starts flicking it open, and all the writing inside is like super tiny, like almost illegible. As he kind of flips through the book. Oh, sure. Ah, yes, it seems I have a few Asherati items, but why in particular are you looking for such uh, rare items? They will come at quite a decent price, if you know what I mean.
Let's just say that I have a personal interest.
Ah, yes, we get many collectors coming in here all the time. Um, what perhaps are you looking for? I have a few scrolls. I could, even talk to a man about a horse, if you know what I mean, about some antique statues.
I want to know the name of your supplier.
In this business, you can't tell all, can you? No, sir, unfortunately. My supplier, strictly hush hush, if you know what I mean. You need to know someone in order to know someone.
I slam my fist down on whatever's in front of me, um, as an intimidation effect to try to intimidate them. Tell me
Yeah,
now.
go for it. You roll me an intimidation check.
Did people
Oh,
see us in all together? Because, like, it's the only town where Beckett's not wanted.
yeah, I did not roll well. It was a 6.
He like hurts his hand
Excuse
when
me,
he
sir.
does it. He's like, ah.
Ow. Oh, excuse me, please. Restrain yourself. I'm running a business here.
I will be back. And I just storm out.
Ah, the nerve of some people, as you part through the shells as they clink behind you.
So there was no like name of the shop or anything that I could see.
No,
Going on his hit list.
Caldoin's hit list. Number 1, Queen. Number 2, weird shop owner. No.
yo, wait, you trying to kill Freddie Mercury?
Oh, fuck.
I exit the store, just try to find Beckett.
Okay. General store. Orgolan, as you kind of walk up further ways down the street, there's this very long, narrow general store as you walk through the like almost like saloon doors, um like uh like old west saloon doors. You kind of like part through them and walk in, and there's shelves on the side, and then one main centerpiece shelf, and then the desk in the back, uh kind of on that back wall there.
All right. I see what the name of the store was or not. It was just
It's just, you really, just want names and all.
Dude, it's Blackman
um
General Store.
um
General stores are called general stores.
Generally everything. This store is literally called generally everything. Generally everything, the general store. The general store's general store. How about that?
His brother owns a very specific store called Practically Nothing. They sell like one thing.
as I'm looking around. I'm looking. Uh, can I roll search to see if I can find like some scrap metal and like cloth and like kind of
General stuff.
All right, shut up, James. What was that last thing?
pillow.
And a pillow. Yeah, okay. You find a pillow and rope pretty easily enough. Or cloth, not rope. Why am I thinking rope? Cloth. Like any like you don't really find much good like selection here, but you find like 5x5 like burlap material,
Okay.
and you find like a pretty good fluffy pillow. It's a little bit like not it's not the softest pillow you're gonna get, but it's it'll do the trick. It'll keep your head propped up. But it's like scrap metal. Hmm. I don't think you can find much like scrap metal here, like scrap, but no, not here. No, you find the burlap and the hello there. You find the burlap cloth and the pillow, but yeah, no scrap metal at this store.
Um, can I also see if I can find some like nuts and bolts?
Though it's been invented yet.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I
Like
have
I
a
think you could find.
wouldn't technically, considering I have a revolver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. You
Max, how
do,
about that you
sure.
find
You find they don't have a huge supply, and it's pretty pricey, because of how low their supply is. But you find like three nuts and two bolts. It's like 2 inches, or big 2 inches is. I don't know. Owen. Yeah. So you anything else you want to find generally?
I think that's everything for now.
Okay. So you
But
gotta
Big
gather up
bomb.
all your shopping stuff, throw them in your shopping cart, and you bring them up to the front counter. Is like a young half elf girl there who's just kind of leaning on the desk, on a stool. Is that everything for you? As you throw the stuff on. Sorry, what?
yeah, that should be how much?
Mm, that'll be 5 gold and 2 copper. No, that's a little expensive. 5 silver, 2 copper.
All right, I dropped off 6 silver.
Thank you. And then she opens up the drawer. Have a good day. And she puts her head back down on her hand.
All right.
And you grab you grab your stuff off the counter and walk back out the door. And as you walk out, you're like, "Did she give me my change?" Oh well, as you kind of continue to walk down the street and find uh Beckett and Calduin, then Tobin going into the weapons store there. You go
Hold on,
in and
hold on.
oh,
As I'm
holding up.
walking in, I'm gonna take a deep breath, just kind of like inhale and be like, Nothing like fine craftsmanship to cheer you up. And then I'm gonna walk in.
Cute. You walk in and there's uh dwarf and stereotypical. I don't want to do dwarf. I'll just do a human. Why not? I rarely do human. This is a magical town. I'm not doing a human. That's boring. You know
Ouch.
what? We're doing a dwarf. I don't care if it's stereotypical. You walk in, and there's a dwarf in his like who looks about in his mid-30s. He's got like a welder's apron on. But like his hands are clean, so you can tell that they don't actually make weapons here. They just sell them. And you walk in, and he goes, "Oh, hello, boss will be with you in a second." As he kind of looks up and continues to polish the sword that he's very intently scrubbing. And then you walk up to the counter, and all around on the walls is like swords and shields, and underneath in the on the desk is like pendants and brooches and necklaces, all with ornate jewels and stuff bedazzling them. And as you walk in, there's you walk up to the desk, sorry, from the back, a very large, like elephant folk person with the big old ears, as the trunk kind of falls down, and they're wearing like a nice suit, with the tie. uh, I don't know what else do you wear on a suit, a jacket. I don't know.
A
And he
blue-
goes, "Oh, hey there, what can I get for you?"
I was mostly just coming to look, dude. Who crafts these beautiful weapons?
Oh, my brother, he's up in Arist. We got a joint partnership going.
Wow.
He's very
And
fine craftsman.
indeed. Do you guys happen to offer blade sharpening here?
Of course we do. Yeah, I could get my man um Gentry. Get over here. I got a blade for you to sharpen.
When in Rome, right?
Hmm. He kind of uh shuffles over towards the desk, and he is like, "You rode away. It'll be done in about an hour or so."
Okay.
Kind of lost the accent there. Okay.
I'm gonna kind of pass him my great sword. It's like even just with one hand, I'm just gonna here you go, and just kind of
And
put it down on the counter.
he grabs it, picks it up also with one hand. He admires it. Very good. Male bridge craftsman, right?
Yeah, my dad made it.
Oh, it's very finely made.
I helped.
Uh, there you go. He kind of nods at you and runs into the back, and the elfin folk person. All right, 5 silver.
All
Come
right.
back in about an hour or two. We'll have it on hold for you.
Okay. Do I pay him now or after? I don't know if you.
Now.
Okay, I'm gonna give him kind of root through my pockets for a bit and pull out a couple silver, a couple copper, reach into my other pocket, find the other 2 silver, and pass it to him with a bit of lint. Oh, sorry
Kind
about
of.
that. I'm just gonna grab
You
it.
pick it up and back out. Do you pocket your lens again?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. And he goes, oh, all right, and kind of opens up his drawer, dumps it in there, and he kind of wanders back to the back as well.
See you soon. And then I'm just gonna, I guess, head back out onto the street after kind of like looking at the weapons again on the way out.
So the five of you converging once again together onto the street. I was gonna say, oh, it's starting to get night now, but you can't tell. It's always night here. Um, but your bodies begin to recognize that it's getting tired, so it's probably getting later. And there's also in the center of the town, if any of you can actually read the time, because I bet Calduin and Tobin don't know how to read a clock, nor Ogolin, but anyone else who can, you see there's a massive clock tower, and above that a big bell where the night bubble cascades down from that main tower, and you can Beckett, you kind of look at the time and see that it's getting to about 9 o'clock now.
Okay, I'll relay that.
Yeah, getting late.
So what did you find, Beckett?
Nothing so far.
Oh yeah, you wanted to do town hall thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that the tower that I just described to you is probably your best bet. That's the Lore Keeper's Tower.
Perfect.
That's probably your best bet for the town hall esque building for Blackmere.
Yeah, I'll turn around to everyone who's with me and just be like, this is the what's his title?
Lord
What's the
Keeper.
guy's title?
Well, it's the Lore the Lore Keeper's Tower is the Lore Keepers is a council
Okay.
that governs over Blackmere and the other magical or holy cities.
Okay. This is the Lord Keeper's Tower. I was gonna see if the council had any quick side jobs for me because I always check in whenever I'm back in town.
All right.
We're back.
All right. We're back.
Yes.
All right.
No, I'm
Apologies.
Beethoven. You're back.
Ah, how did you hear that?
Heard it from a bird.
uh, sorry about that. So, coming back, you guys walk up towards the massive um doors of the Lower Keeper's Tower, uh, which are closed. As they're massive, like almost built for like a giant. Like this is a huge tower with the doors barred closed. Kind of go in and go to push on the door, and you like it doesn't budge.
Where's Octo when you need him?
Right?
Who?
Wait, we're pushing on the door
Who?
now? I'm going to use my superior intelligence and try pulling on the door instead of pushing.
The handle, you kind of jump for the handles that are like just above your reach. You go to pull on the door and it still doesn't budge. But as these guys are wrestling with the door, Owen, roll me a spot check or golem or me a sport chork.
21.
Oh, nice. That was pretty high DC. I was gonna see if you see it or not. Yeah. So they're messing around with the door. You kind of look behind you onto the streets, and you see, you kind of lock eyes with someone like this masked person in like a black and red, like almost like a uniform, like a black and red and mask, and they have like a long rifle kind of on their back. You kind of lock eyes with them as they like look at you for a moment and disappear back into the crowd, and then you kind of like looking at that for a minute. Something on a roof catches your eye as you see a similarly dressed one, this time with the sword on its waist, kind of watching you from above, as well as like as you know, when he kind of feels your eyes kind of reach him, he slinks off into the shadows and disappears.
I think we've been watched.
Again?
We-
Another night?
No,
Or I guess, is it the night again?
no. Some shady people.
Hmm.
Ninjas.
Does Jonathan have blue hair?
Are they armed?
No. Armed? Yeah, the one on the street had a rifle, the one
I
on the
wasn't
roof.
talking to you. I
Oh,
was
my bad.
talking to Orgolan.
My bad. Your character voice and your voice sound too similar. My apologies.
Yeah, there was one on the roof. It had what looked to be a sword. Then one kind of amongst the crowd over there has a rifle.
That seems kind of backwards.
That was a bit
Hmm.
loud.
Did you guys try knocking?
Yeah, let's hurry this up.
I'm gonna knock the knocker thing.
You knock on the door, and as you knock on the door, someone on the road kind of notices you. He's got a sword on his waist. He's dressed like very fancily. He's got a sword on his waist. As this half elven guy kind of walks up and go, um, you know that no one's allowed in the Lord Keeper's tower.
We did not.
Hmm.
Rules must have changed since I was here last.
Yes. Since he kind of trails off for a minute and goes, "Yeah, no one's allowed in the tower anymore. If you'd like to speak to any personnel, go to the information's office." And he kind of points down the road a little bit.
Thanks, sir. And I'm gonna head that way.
As he have a good night as he walks off. Gives a little bow as he leaves. And you guys make your way over towards the information office. Sorry, words just escaped me. You guys walk in, and there's a there's a human gentleman sitting there, and he goes, "Ah, how can I help you? Are you visitors from out of town?"
What gave it away?
We get many faces in this town. How can I help you?
Kind of look at Beckett.
Um, what's going on in Blackmire these days?
Oh, nothing much these days. Sorry, I'm pulling up another document. Going on in Blackmere these days? Oh, nothing really major these days. work is kind of mercenary work is kind of slow these days. If that's what you're looking for.
As in, you guys don't have any, or you don't have enough mercenaries?
We don't have enough work. Is peace times will do that.
Any royalty pass nearby?
Um, through Blackmere, no, we don't get many royalty in these parts. We're not that high of um.
Just forgets how to speak.
Status, nobility.
Status, motherfucker. Ugh.
That's too bad. This place is beautiful.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we work hard to maintain inclusive environments. If you would like rooms to stay, we have plenty of gorgeous taverns that might suit your fancy.
Anybody
Very
else?
affordable too. I
I have
assure you.
no idea what to do from here.
Why can't we go in the tower?
Tower? Oh, these days the law keepers keep to themselves.
Now, why would that be? Surely you have some
To keep
information.
anonymity between the members. It would be a shame if arcane experts were to one day disappear.
Mm.
From
If what business would you have the law keepers? My job is to assist anyone in any need they require.
We haven't been to town in a while, so last time I was here,
Ah,
you could contact the lore keepers.
oh, there.
I don't know what to do.
You said it was like
I don't know
9 at
what.
night, right?
Yeah, it's getting later. Probably like you getting closer to 10 o'clock now.
Alright. I just turned to the group. I say we just go find one of these inns, sleep on it, make a plan in the morning.
Hopefully
Okay.
not get
Closest
attacked
town.
by people following us.
They're locked doors, right?
Yeah. I would assume so.
I definitely hope that our inns provide locks on your doors. But any issues with the law is not tolerated. If any mischievous behavior, you will be removed from the town since you're outsiders. I thought.
We're not the
But to
ones
let you know, even
following
though you
them.
definitely look like very trustworthy looking people.
Oh, and did you describe their outfits to us?
No,
Oh,
he didn't.
I just said there were two individuals. One had a sword, one had a musket.
Okay. Where's the nearest inn?
Nearest uh, uh, luckily for you, right next door.
Perfect.
There's the ever flowing teapot next door.
Mm.
Sweet.
Come back to me if you need any more assistance. Have a great night. As he
you as
waves his
well,
hand.
laddie. Thanks. You as well, laddie. Thank you for all your help.
I tip my hat.
Ah, see, I
Hi,
can
mister.
tip my hat because I have one.
Does anybody want to come with me to go get my sword?
Yeah,
Should be almost done.
we shouldn't be
I'll
alone.
gladly go with you to get your sword.
Sweet. We'll meet you guys at the tavern.
Awesome.
Get us all checked in and whatnot.
Mhm. So the who's going to the smith?
Just me and Nate.
Okay. So Jonathan and Tobin, as you guys head back down the street towards the weapon shop. Um, sorry. Don't scroll through docs and try to read while you're narrating, Wes. Never works out. You guys start heading back towards, and uh Tobin, you kind of like feel in the back of your head, you're like that tingly feeling that you're being watched.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna kind of like grab What's your character's name, Nate? I can't remember.
My character's name?
Yeah,
Jonathan.
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 Yeah, I'm gonna grab his arm and start walking faster because I don't like being watched without my weapon.
Hmm.
Wait, do we hand
Yep. So
over our
you
weapons going in?
No,
Oh,
my weapon's being sharpened. That's why we're going to the blacksmith.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
so you kind of walk through the door, and it's just the Gintry, the young dwarven kid, sitting behind the desk, and he goes, "Ah, welcome back, sir." As he runs back and grabs your sword and kind of like presents it to you.
Thank you.
I hope it's
I'm
to your liking.
gonna kind of like run my thumb over it. Looks great. Thank you.
Yeah, your thumb kind of like bleeds just a little bit.
I'm gonna as we walk out the door, I'm gonna be sheathing it so that it looks like I'm putting it away, but like still kind of keeping it like ready. And then I'm gonna kind of look around on the street once we're outside.
Hmm. Yeah. You kind of look around on the street, and there's you see no one really looking at you, but then your eyes kind of drift further up, and once again on the rooftop is the um, the masked swordsman with the black and red trimmed um uniform.
I'm gonna say, "Hey, Jonathan, I think I see that guy that Orgolan was telling us about."
Um, I look up. I look up over to where he is looking. Would I be able to see him by now, or?
You looking up and around, you don't see him anymore. He slinked off, like even Tobin. You see the masked person kind of slip off out of into the shadows.
We should probably hurry back to the inn.
Yes, I agree with you.
The other three of you walking into the inn. Um, you this inn is like bustling with like lots of people of all different manners, and lining the walls is not torches, but once again um, like dancing lights all around the room, and a massive fireplace in the middle. Um, and there's next to the fireplace is a chair with a young uh, gnomish fellow tuning up his lute as he's here he's holding his ear close to his instrument because of the loud atmosphere around him. Behind the bar is an elvish like a young looking elvish kid, probably like late 20s, even like he's a very young guy. working behind the bar, and bustling around is a couple of other another waiter and two waitresses, carrying platters of ales and all manners of different drinks. Tobin, you kind of noticing how all the alcoholic beverages that are being served here is like a lot more diverse and different. The one back at home, the ones back at home, the one back at home even. I love my sludge beer.
Hmm.
Do you know what's crazy? Talking about sludge beer, I went out to Beer Town the other day. I'll tell you guys more about this later, but there was this beer that literally was like the viscosity and like the texture of exactly how I imagined that sludge beer.
Jeez.
It was so weird.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
I walk up to the barkeep and I ask him in Elvish, do you happen to have any rooms available there, laddie?
He kind of turns and he goes, "Ah!" He kind of thinks for a minute. And he goes, "My Elvish isn't very strong. I haven't spoken in a few years. Would we mind speaking in common?"
I switch to common and respond, absolutely, I don't mind at all.
Thank you, sir. Of course, we have many rooms and accommodations available. How big is your party size? How many rooms do you require? It's about 5 gold, 2 gold per night. You can stay here a maximum of a week before you have to renew your room.
Hmm. I see. Well, we currently have a party of 5 right now. I hope that's all
Mhm.
right.
How many rooms would you like?
I look
5 rooms, one
over.
for each.
One for each
I
of us.
got
Yep.
a few larger bunk style rooms if that you require that. Any accommodations?
Just gonna
I
kind of
think.
like
I
turn to
think.
one of them and be like, I don't have 2 gold, guys.
I think. I think we'll take 5 rooms. 5 rooms should be sufficient there.
Rooms, okay. 10 gold there for you for your 5 rooms. You footing the bill, sir? And
I
too
can.
bad
Anybody
you guys
have
didn't
two
get
gold to
paid by the
spare?
queen.
I'm
I
from the
can
desert.
cover.
I'm broke.
I
Yeah.
just need the 2 gold if that's all right with you.
All right, I take 2 gold out and drop it on the table.
I literally just told you I don't have 2 gold, but and then you asked for 5 rooms.
And then I take out the rest of the gold from my purse and set it down on the table to make 10
And
gold.
he kind of scoops up all 10 gold, kind of sweeps it into his hand, kind of counts it out again, throws it into his apron, and goes, "Can I get you a drink for tonight, or do you just need your keys?"
What do you got?
Well, our special of the day is the Fountain of Youth. It's kind of like a raspberry fruity beverage, or we just have a common ale on tap. Any amount of liquors that you could fancy. We're very well stocked.
Wow.
Give me just an ale.
Just an ale, all right. That'll be 2 copper for you. As he grabs a grog from under the counter and fills it up with this very like light amber color.
I'm gonna smile when he says 2 copper and kind of reach around my lint and pull out the two copper I had when I was trying to pay for my sword, and I was like, "Oh, can I have one of those too?"
And he goes, of course, and he pours one up and takes your copper as well. Anything for the rest of you gentlemen?
I'll just take my key.
Oh, good.
Roger that, and he hands out your key.
I immediately go to the room, and as soon as I get in there, I start making a statue.
Okay, go for it. Vanessa, you look like you were going to say something.
That's a
Kind of the same vibe, but like not like going to do anything. Like literally just go like chill and like Beckett needs like some time to like lie down.
Some alone time. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotcha. So he hands Beckett his key as well. Um, and for you, my good sir, Jonathan, he's looking at you. Sorry, I
I'll
forget.
I'll take my key, but do you happen to have any openings for any entertainment jobs for the night?
Well, unfortunately, we just booked um we've just booked Brad Beard Jr. the Junior the third there. He's a performer for tonight.
um.
His performance is happening in about 45 minutes if you're going to be up for that.
Did you want me to
I'm
roll for the statue craft or no?
No, this is downtime. I'll just say that you can just go ahead and craft up a like a decent statue,
Okay.
I'm gonna
unless you want to roll for like the most
I want
crazy thing ever.
I want to make it where it seems like a more authentic, like, well, it's authentic, but more antique looking one. Like it looks like
Okay,
it's old.
okay, yeah, that I'll probably want you to roll for it.
Okay.
Just like to add the detailing of the weathering.
17.
Yeah, yeah, that's perfectly fine. You make a like a weathered statue, and kind of intentionally like crunch off like one of the feet and smudge the nose and the hand details a little bit to kind of give it some wear and tear.
Yep.
I'm gonna sit down next to Orgolan and say to him, "Hey, I saw that rooftop swordsman when I was headed back from the sword place. Oh, did we
We
lose Owen?
lost our Owen.
Oh.
Oh no. Panic.
And Nick,
How long would you say it would take me to make the statue?
Mm,
2, maybe 3.
Probably a good 3. No, I don't know. We've gotten pretty proficient with it. With the weathering, probably about 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Okay.
um, I'll just go up to my room then, honestly.
All right. The 3 of you are up in your room, and I like this character interaction. I want Owen to come back.
Mhm.
Uh,
Owen, I'll kill your character, Devil Paul.
Um. Okay. Well, guess while we're waiting for Owen to get back, I'm going to try to find Beckett's room.
Okay. So they're really smart with their booking, so they make sure that people who are in the same party
Oh
are
my
kind of
god.
roomed to each other. So Beckett's is not the next door, but the door after from yours.
Okay. I knock
It's a
on the door.
capable hotel?
It's
Oh my
wow,
god.
who would have
a
imagined?
fantasy world. I can do whatever I want.
Uh, I knock on the
Um
door. Beckett, you in there?
I'm gonna have like so he's lying down because he's an old man. He's like not in the mood, so I'll have him like groan loudly enough for him to hear through the door and then go open it like with his mask on. He's not like grab it before he opens the door and
Yeah.
Sorry, did I wake you?
A little bit.
I need to talk.
Okay. Opens the door, lets him come in.
Okay. I need your help with something.
Oh God, who are we killing?
Don't know yet.
Oh, that's even better.
But it does have to do with Oshirati artifact smugglers.
Those are a thing.
Clearly, uh, was at a shop earlier. There was somebody who was selling them.
That sounds about right for this place.
I need to find the name for the supplier, but I can't get it from him. I was hoping that you could help.
Where are we gonna get it from?
Hopefully from the owner itself. I have a plan, but it requires a few things to work.
Oh God. Then he just puts his head in his hand. uh.
I pull out the statue and give it to Beckett. I need you to go in and try gain the information for me. I can't get it. He'll recognize me. The statue
What
should
do you
help.
want? So trade the statue for information is what you're asking me to do?
Yes.
Okay, but you're coming with me. I'm not going out there by myself with all these ninja shit going on.
I'll stand outside the shop. I can't go in.
Perfect. Beckett will pack up all his stuff, put his leather armor back on, and hit the road.
Okay. Orgolan, you're back.
Yes.
So, James, you want to re-say what you said to Orgolan downstairs in the bar after our interaction between Calduin and Beckett?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down next to you, Journey, and say, hey, I think I saw that rooftop swordsman you were talking about when we were coming back from getting my sword.
Did you get any other information?
I guess only that he's still watching us.
Which one did you see?
The rooftop swordsman.
Can I look around the bar to see if I can see the guy with the musket?
No, around the bar, you kind of scan each of the faces and what they're wearing, and you don't see the black and red uniform.
All right.
Um,
Well, where are the others?
Hmm?
Wait, they aren't joining us?
I'm assuming the conversation between me and Beckett and the statue making happened during their conversation.
Yeah. So while the conversation between Tobin and Orgolan is going on, Yonatan's up in his room, and you made the statue and talked to Beckett, like during this time.
Okay.
Um. So, um, to kind of ward you off from going outside, you since by the time it gets later, most of the shops begin to close up except for like the late night taverns and such going forward. But tomorrow morning you'll definitely be able to do your Ashrati scam.
I am going to talk to my griffin in Elvish and see how you doing, buddy?
As he kind of like jumps up onto your lap and snuggles up into your cheek there.
I've got a snack for you. Do you want a snack?
He gives like a big toothy like as his like tongue kind of starts to fall out of his mouth, out of his like beak.
I love that we have a griffin that acts like a dog and a bird with too much sass.
Okay. Okay.
Man, I feel like we've just divided Narloth into two beings. Now instead of a dog with too much sass, it's a dog and a bird with too much sass.
Can you roll over, boy?
Oh dear lord.
Can you roll me
Handle animal.
handle animal?
Handle animal. Okay.
Hey, when you said that, did Ozzy roll?
17.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
Ozzy's behind the camera and he's like, come on.
He jumps off of your lap and dives bombs onto the floor and rolls around a little bit and jumps back up and
Good boy. I feed him the snack that I have prepared for him.
nice. Hell yeah. You kind of hold it you kind of put it on his beak and then he kind of waits a minute and throws it up, swallows it, and kind of jumps onto the bed behind you there and curls up onto it. And is that everything everyone wants to do tonight before everyone turns into their room and into the next morning?
Beckett's
Yep.
already out
Yeah.
of bed.
Yes, I'm gonna
Okay.
head to bed and snuggle with my griffin.
My character chose
Hell,
to sleep on the floor.
nice. Okay. So as you all do your nightly routines, brush your teeth and all that, um, you guys all drift off to bed, and that's where we're gonna go on break for today.
Cool.
All right.
Break
We'll be
time.
back in a moment. Okay, and welcome back after our I was gonna say brief, but it was like 20 minutes or so. It was a good break though. I needed that. Um, welcome back. So, a couple things. Tobin, is your stone on your person while you're sleeping, or is it in your
Left
pack?
pocket.
Left pocket. Okay, you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night because that stone is like intensely cold.
Can I
Like
see my
almost like
breath, bro?
um
if I were to like take it out of my pocket, or
yeah, but it's like you know like how liquid nitrogen is like really
yeah,
cold.
can
It's like touching that when you grab the rock.
I pull it out of my pocket then?
You can, but it's just like it's very cold that your immediate reaction is to like as you grab it from your pocket is to like drop it on your bed.
Okay.
You just tried touching the DeLorean.
Okay. Ow.
What are you gonna do with it?
You said I
It's
dropped
like
it on my
middle of the
bed.
night. It's on the bed. Are you just gonna leave it on the bed and go back to bed?
I mean, I'm gonna look at it. I don't know what much there is for me to do to it. It's the
You
middle
can't
of the
really
night. I'm
tell
by
anything
myself.
about the stone other than it's just very, very cold, and it's the middle of the night.
Okay. But I don't know what else to do then.
Oh, okay. Well, like, just put it somewhere and go to bed then.
I'll put it under my pillow. Keep my pillow cool.
Okay. You put it under your pillow and go to bed. And um, Jonathan.
What's up?
Um, I don't know. Having all four of you guys deafen doesn't make sense, but Jonathan, you as you drift off to go to bed, you have a dream. So you lie there and drift off to sleep. You watch a tree. As you watch this tree go through the seasons, like different seasons, spring, summer, fall, the leaves fall, and winter and spring, the leaves grow again, and summer and fall and winter. And as you watch this tree, the seasons begin to grow more rapid until it freezes on summer and begins to move to fall, but more slower this time as you zoom in on this leaf as it goes from uh, green and to brown as it falls, and as the leaf falls, it begins to catch fire, and the vision blinks, and you see like rupture of lava, and it blinks back to the leaf as it continues to fall as the flame burns brighter and almost burns the leaf away, and it cuts to a very familiar tree, and that tree blinks and it's on fire, and then it's winter, and as all these visions begin to speed up and cycle, you kind of wake up in a cold sweat, and it's the next morning as there is no sun to rise, but the clock tower ticks 8 times, showing that it's about 8 o'clock in the morning as you wake up in a cold sweat.
What, what the hell? That was some weird dream. I wonder what that was all about. You all right there, little boy?
Let's see, as the Peter kind of raises his head as he kind of like cuddles back into you and falls asleep once more. Um, or Golan, you could not sleep a wink tonight. You lied down in the bed, and as you lied there and stared at the ceiling, you couldn't sleep. Um, so instead, you sit in the middle of your room, and you cross your legs, and you begin to meditate and reflect on what you've gone through and what you've learned. And as you sit there and center with yourself, you kind of get chills down your back as your body begins to feel a familiar cold like drape around you. As once again, as you found your center, you feel close to home. As commotion down on the street, as carts begin to rattle along the road, and the dancing lights begin to cast once more. You're taken out of your brief vision as the warmth of warmth of Black Mirror returns to you.
I'm going to try and focus more on the meditation and kind of try and re-get that vision.
Okay, so oh, sorry, go ahead. You had more.
No, I did, that was it.
Oh, you didn't. Okay, my bad. So you close your eyes again and begin to refocus, and you can't really find that center once again. But a couple hours pass as you hear the clock tower outside click 10 times as you hear on the street. The streets begin to bustle once more, and all five of you now wake up from your slumber and get ready for the next day.
I'm gonna reinvestigate my stone.
Your stone feels not. You're gonna lift up the pillow, and the as you grab the stone first, and the stone feels like not as cold as it was, but still cool as like when you first grabbed it. But then as you look at the bottom of the pillow, the entire bottom of the pillow is cast in ice.
Damn.
As after I wake up, I just look around the room and make sure everything was put back nicer than it was, if possible.
Being a good hotel guest, I like it.
Someone's trying to get their security deposit back.
So yeah, you look around the room and tidy up and sweep the sand that you'd scraped off of the statue underneath the rug in the middle.
Beckett's already downstairs at the bar drinking whatever the equivalent to black coffee is.
Black coffee.
Yep.
Your boy loves his black coffee.
Yep.
Coffee still exists in my fantasy world.
Perfect.
I,
I'm gonna take my stone, put it back in my pocket. I'm gonna grab my things and head downstairs. I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and be like, hey,
what can I do for you?
um, so if this city is, and I'm gonna choke on this word as if it were like a swear word, magic, uh, it's is there somewhere that I can get something potentially magic looked at?
Oh, of course. If um anything any item, the best place you'll look around here is down at Kiriki's. Kiriki's Kirinkydinks is what it's called. Sorry, I had to remember.
Okay,
He's a lovely gentleman there. He'll get whatever item you want checked out there. That'll be your best bet.
thank you. I'll probably just sit down, not right next to Beckett, but like a seat over from Beckett, and
Hmm.
just wait for the rest of the party to make their way downstairs.
I'm gonna turn to him and just go, what's your thing with magic?
Uh, well, as much as we have reasons to mislike the queen now, it's still how I was raised, not very accepting of magic. And so, but I can see clearly in this town that it's such a big part of everybody's lives and it doesn't seem to be causing any harm, so it's very conflicting. So I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question other than that right now.
As they're talking, I'm making my way down.
I
Um,
I slowly make I carefully make my way downstairs, holding holding my left my left side of my torso, um like just underneath, just right where my first or second rib would be, trying to make it look not too obvious that I am in some kind of pain.
Okay.
With my griffin in tow, of course.
I'm gonna turn to you and be like, "You sleep wrong or something, buddy?"
Uh, I don't really know. I had an odd dream last night, and all of a sudden I woke up with this pain. I don't understand it.
Hmm.
How close to the wall are we sitting? Like, is this table? You're muted.
You're muted.
Great, you guys are you go up to Beckett and Tobin there at the bar.
Oh, wait, they're at the bar. Okay.
Because they're at the
Yeah.
bar, so there's like the back wall, and then there's the main like kitchen, bartender, serving area, and then the bar, and then you guys, and then there's like probably 6 or 7 tables scattered around, and then another wall probably like 30 feet from the other wall,
Oh, okay.
like the back wall.
So I'd probably sit like right beside Beckett, but not close to Tobin.
Okay. So we got like we got Calduin, Beckett, a chair, and Tobin.
Mm-hmm.
Like Beckett is kind of like if you think of like every minivan dad like driving down to Florida, that's him. Sitting at the bar. So he's just enjoying his coffee, not wanting to like have too deep of conversations right now, kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I finally make my way out of the room. Can I get 2 black coffees?
Oh yeah, right away. And he pours up the last he pours one and about a half a cup of coffee, and he goes, "Oh, sorry, I gotta throw in another cup pot. Yeah, zip zop zing dab zorb. I gotta brew up another pot if that's all right with you, sir."
All right.
All right, perfect. And he kind of goes off into the back and kind of comes back with more grounds, and he starts to make the other pot. And he kind of he sets that there, and he goes, "Oh, now that you're here," and he kind of points at Jonathan. And he goes, "You guys got a letter." As he reaches into a basket behind him and gives Jonathan like it's a black envelope with like a red seal on it.
Oh.
Mm, uh,
Wait,
okay.
the only people who know the colors of the ninjas are Owen, Nate, and James's characters, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be
I'm gonna turn
correct.
to him. I'm gonna look at him at both of them. I'm gonna hopefully they can both hear him. Is this just me, or does that look like the people that were following us?
The colors of the people that were following us. Yeah, you wouldn't be alone there.
What is it? What's it say?
I don't know, laddie. I haven't opened it yet.
So open it.
Okay. Sure. I will open it and read what it says.
Okay, are you just gonna read it out loud?
No.
Or are you gonna read it
I'm
in your
going
head first?
to read it in my head first.
Okay. Um.
While he's reading the letter in his head, I just turned to Becca. It's like, we still good, right?
After my coffee, yes. At the current moment, no.
Okay.
Well,
Well, it seems would be it. Well, it seems that we have been invited to a dinner of sorts. Let's just say. Something about we've been invited to dinner tonight at a manor. Follow the main road outside of town. Go down this road to the manor on the other side of the island.
Because that doesn't sound sketchy at all.
I love Manors on the other side of the island.
Mm-hmm. We all do.
We should we should probably I'll give you the full details on it. I'd prefer if we went somewhere a little more private, if that's all right with you.
Well,
The bartender before as you start to say something, the bartender kind of perks you up. Goes, I can go take a break. I kind of
It's
want to go
okay.
for a smoke, anyways.
It's okay. We got places to be.
yeah, we have errands to run.
I okay.
We can talk on the way there.
I have
Has
to
he brought
go.
my other coffee yet?
Would you say one?
Has he brought my other coffee yet?
Yes, he did. The coffee finished brewing, and he gave you your second cup.
So as it was brewing, I chugged the first one, and then start sipping on the second one.
Can I look at him in disappointment and just go like, a man's supposed to enjoy his coffee?
Mm-hmm. Tobin, you were about to say something as well.
Yeah, I don't know what you have to do, Beckett, but I know I have to go see that guy the bartender mentioned. So maybe we'll go see what that letter said, and then we can
Wes, are
split
they the
off
same
into two
person?
groups.
Are they the same
What?
person, Wes? Are they the same person?
The
Ooh,
bartender?
No, the people me and James have to go see. Or me and
Uh,
Midas.
no.
Okay.
no.
Yes, we can go and do that if Jonathan and I'm sorry, Owen, I'm gonna butcher his name, so I'm just not gonna say it.
Okay.
And
Or Dolan.
you two can stay at the bar and continue to enjoy your coffee. Me, I'm blanking on Liam's character too.
Calduin.
Calduin.
And Tobias. God damn it! Why can't I get these?
Tobin.
Tobin. Jesus. We'll
You know what,
go
guys?
into the town.
Change your names on the group chat to your character names, so then you guys can like later, not now, like but like
But I won't be
so then you guys
assistant
can
DM
learn each
anymore.
other's names.
Just put in brackets your character name, or put your name and then brackets assistant DM.
Okay, yeah, true.
Well, no, we don't. We should probably all go. We gotta learn what the letter said. I was just saying we should like maybe we can split into two groups if you also have stuff to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Mhm.
Sorry, I was listening, but
Yeah. All right. Finish up your coffees, I guess.
Well, you guys finish up your coffees and pay for your coffees. Each coffee is a copper each. So 2 copper for you and uh, 1 copper for you, Beckett.
Yep.
And you guys head back off into the once again dark streets of Black Mirror, which are bustling once again with magical wizards and creatures of all sorts. So, where are we going first? The mysterious shop or Kiriki's?
I'm not sure that they want to make their thing a group excursion.
Well, no. So we can go. You guys go in there, and we'll narrate that one. Then we'll
Well,
go out on
I think
Kiriki's.
first we want to hear what the letter is.
Oh yeah, talk about the letter. That's fair.
Should we do that out of town or? are
No,
we good
just
to
kind
do
of
it?
like not necessarily, just away from people.
Oh, okay.
Just like by the back alley.
There's
I
alleyways
don't even think we
that
need the
you guys
alley. I
can
doubt
check
people are
off
just
into.
sitting there to eavesdrop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's just go in an alleyway. Would you want to go in an alleyway, or would you want to try and get somewhere more private?
That works.
It's your call.
Okay.
You're the one with the stuff.
So
The knob.
in the alleyway, I go into more detail about the letter. Well, you see, okay, so we were invited to dinner tonight at the Vampire Hill Manor. Follow the main road outside of town to the manor on the other side of the island.
Is that it?
Yes, that is what the letter says.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a big fan of vampires.
I think it's probably just a name.
Sure hope so.
Never be too sure.
All right. Well, what time? So we got to meet back up by before dinner time so we can head over there.
Yes, that would be the general idea.
All right.
If it's
I
on the other
guess.
side of the island, it's gonna. Oh no, others. Oh, sorry, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess let's meet back here.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. Who's?
Okay, who's going first? Kiriki's or shop?
Well, I think we can just follow Tobin to Kariki's and then split off after that.
I get that, but who's like, who am I narrating first?
You can do Kariki's first.
I feel like
Okay.
narrating Kariki's first would be good.
Okay, bet. So you guys head up a little bit of ways up the street, and you find the hanging Kiriki's Karinky Dinks magical items emporium.
Mhm.
And you go inside, and the wall to wall is covered in books and it's not pentagrams. Uh,
How many sides?
Paraphernalia.
no,
How many
Pentacles.
sides, Wes?
give me a minute.
Pendants?
Pendants. And pendants and necklaces and brooches and a few weapons, but like not too many. And scroll, and like on the and behind the counter is like half the shop is like just items scattered around with price tags on them, and then there's the big old desk in the middle with a very high stool behind it, and behind is like there's a wall of scrolls and just stuff cluttered around on desk behind them, and then a back room behind the desk, behind in the desk area even further. And looking over the desk, you see behind the very high stool, there's actually like a little ladder that you that's leaned up against the stool.
Okay.
And there's a bell kind of sitting on the desk.
I'm gonna, I guess, approach the desk while looking around, kind of just like taking in all that stuff he said, and then I guess I'll ring the bell. I like bells.
You know, as it kind of like echoes throughout the whole store, and I'll be with you in a second. And a small gnome kind of runs out, and a small like a purple mage hand kind of trails behind as he climbs up the ladder and perches up on the stool as he kind of leans over on the desk. Oh, how can I help you today?
Well, I heard you might know a thing or two about potentially magic items.
Well, of course, it is blackmail. Of course, I know a thing or two about magic items. I'd hope so. That's how I make my living.
So should I just show it to you?
Please, sure, why not?
So I'm gonna pull the rock out of my pocket and put it on I guess on the counter and say, it, it gets really cold sometimes.
Gets really cold. Do you keep it in cold areas often?
No, I was just in the inn and I woke up and it was cold, really cold in my pocket, so I put it under my pillow, keep your pillows cold and all that. And when I
Of
woke
course, it
up,
makes a comfortable sleep.
my pillow was frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah.
That's very curious. As he picks up the stone and flicks down. He wears a
Yeah.
monocle, and then on the monocle there's like a little like magnifying glass that he flicks down and closes his one eye. He covers it with his hand as he holds the stone close, and he goes, "It is a bit cold." May I?
May you what?
He goes. It kind of licks the stone. It tastes cold. Hmm? As the mage hand that's been on the table as you guys kind of watch this interaction, the mage hand is just kind of like just like waits there idly flicking against the counter as it flies up and goes and grabs a big book from the counter and begins to flip through the book as he's kind of like goes from inspecting the rock to looking over to the book as it's flipping through. Sorry, everyone's texting me all at once. He's flicking through the books and goes. He kind of like closes his eyes as like those with arcane abilities kind of recognize. He kind of casts silently casts a spell as he looks at it. This is a very interesting stone.
I agree.
I can tell you for a fact that this is not from our world. Um,
What does that mean?
uh, it says here in my text that this material definitely comes from the realm of Shadowguard.
That sounds scary.
Mm. It is the dwelling lands of the god Anghor. The texts say that it's a mass frozen landscape with mountains and frozen rivers and fortresses and warriors of all kinds. Um, they say that the Shadowguard was the origin, as it kind of looks towards Orgol, and the origin of the Drow is where the Drow come from, as they say. Um, and he goes, "What would you like to know about the stone?"
What, what,
I,
whatever you can tell me, really.
if I can tell you, the it's very it almost has a living source of power connected to it. The stone like pulses with energy. I'm reading it, and it like the stone, it pulses with this energy. Does it get like as you said, it's cold sometimes and cool other times? It's the energy pulsing back and forth,
So what could
like it has a living connection to something.
when it gets colder, does that mean something regarding what it's connected to then?
Um, my only guess is that it probably just due to the arcane surrounding of Black Mirror and the amount of arcane spells being cast every waking minute of this town, that it might have a some kind of connection to that. I couldn't tell you.
Well, then why? I'm kind of like whispering this, but like loud enough they can hear. Then why in the dead of night, the deadest time here, is it that the time that
Mm.
it started to get colder? Hmm.
It's a very curious stone. I could definitely do some research for you and get back to you if you'd like to come back to me at a later date. This
Uh,
is very intriguing. I could definitely do some research towards it.
do I have to leave the stone?
Not if you don't want to. It might help further the research, but if it's a treasured keepsake that you would like to keep on you, I could just take some notes now,
Yeah. Do that.
work off of that.
Do that.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. And as the mage hand that's like still kind of like at this point it's just like kind of pointing through lines, and as he's even talking to you, you can see him like flicking his eyes back towards the book as this mage hand is, and behind him another mage hand kind of casts and goes and grabs like some spare pieces of parchment and begins to write a few notes out, and he goes, yeah, is anything else I could do for the rest of you as I'm taking these notes?
Kind of look at the rest of the guys. You guys need anything here? I think I got Nate and Owen with me.
I think we all
Hmm.
followed. Didn't we all follow?
I think
Oh, okay.
everyone followed. I'm not sure. Did you guys go directly to the other shop or?
No, I came in because like it's a store with a whole bunch of magical items. So something's
Okay,
got.
fair enough.
Yeah, I came in mostly just because I wanted to know about the stone as well.
Okay.
Do you happen to know anything about the Asheratis?
The Asherati, of course, I know a little bit about them. I've my family prides in collecting knowledge. The Asherati, they are brilliant spellcasters. They revolutionized sand magic back in the ancient days, pre-tier.
Um, he tries to hide it, but he's secretly smiling. Um, would you know of any smugglers anywheres of artifacts?
Can you roll me a diplomacy?
Yep. Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Woo, I got a full one to that. Let's see what I roll. I missed my thing. 14.
14. Um, I don't. My wares are acquired legally, if that's what you're asking. The Asherati smugglers, not by name by any means. They your best bet for any smugglers or anyone who works in trading those types of wares. With the Ashen Sea being so far from here, um, your best bet would be to look around in Blackwater. But I couldn't think of any suppliers by any name. No, sir. I apologize.
Sorry for wasting your time. May I just walk out?
And so he the Mr. Kuriki kind of hands the rock back towards Tobin as the two mage hands they take like the papers and do the like the stacking it against the desk and kind of bring it towards the table behind him and the book too. And then he goes, I will do some research, and the next time I see you, I shall hopefully have a better answer for you than what I had currently. I apologize,
Raymond.
Mr. Raymond. Thank you. As the hand kind of speeds over and writes Raymond on the parchment that was placed on the table.
Well, thank you, sir.
No problem.
Do you guys need anything other than Mr. Grumpy?
Um, okay, I am going to talk to the gnome and ask if they have any talismans available in stock.
Talismans, yes, I got a couple. What are you looking for? I've got protection charms. We have um, immunity charms, charms that make you not get sick. We have charms that make you not get hit. Anything that you want. What are you looking for in particular?
I was looking for some uh I was looking for some protection talismans if you don't mind.
Mage Hand kind of floats over to like the back corner and grabs like a pendant and brings it over towards the table. This is protection amulet. Um, this might be what you're looking for. It'll run you about 25 gold.
That's not bad.
+1 to your AC, pretty good.
Do you have anything that could protect from fire, perhaps?
Protection from fire. Protection from fire. Yes, we have this ring of fire protection as the mage hand brings over this small silver ring with like red detailing in it. This might be what you're looking for. This will probably run you about 15.
15? 1-5?
1-5.
I don't know. Could I sing a song? Could I maybe lower the price by any chance? Say, oh, I don't know, maybe 5 gold and a performance, perhaps.
If I wanted to go see a song and dance, I'd just go to the tavern, good sir.
Well, why go to the
You
tavern?
could exchange a favor. I have been looking for a specific good that I need you to go and collect that I, kind of gestured towards that I can't personally collect.
Okay, and yes, I can do that for you.
I've been meaning to brew potion. I've been testing my hands as he lifts both his two hands and the two mage hands fly up as he goes like this, like jazz hands, but all 20 fingers begin to like do this. So I've been trying in craft alchemy, and there's a potion that I really want to try, but I need this might be a very weird request, but you being looking very skilled in combat, I need troll toenail.
A troll toenail, eh? I can definitely get that
me,
for you.
me being like the kid that I am, I'm just gonna like and like having no chill. I'm just gonna pep up and be like, "Didn't we see a troll footprint on the way in here?"
Yes, share that in a town full of magical mercenaries. It's a great idea.
Oh, just gonna kind of chuckle.
Yes, I can see if I can definitely see about that for sure. I will. Would you want me to pay the gold now or
I
when I
can do
return?
5 gold and the pendant upon the toenail received.
Very well then. It would seem that we have a deal.
And as he reaches out his like tiny hand towards you, like to shake your hand.
I reach out my glove. I reach out my glove and to shake his hand.
All right, very good. And he shakes your hand and puts his hand out for the gold and takes it and throws it into his drawer. And he goes, very good. Well, I'll see you very soon. I hope.
Sooner than you may think, laddie.
Very good. As he hops off the stool and kind of goes off and begins to look over some of his notes.
Hold on. Um,
Oh, sorry, one more thing.
what do you know about Vampire Hill?
Vampire Hill Manor. That's the it's over near the old town graveyard down there on the other side of the island. Um, I don't know for sure who lives there, but apparently there's lots of activity going in and out of there all the time. I don't know.
Have
Okay.
you
Um, they say that a beast roams there, but I don't know of anything of the sorts.
I see. Hmm.
have you have you heard any rumors or have you heard anything about people coming out alive?
Of course, all the time. Yes, I'd hope so. I've not known anyone who've gone near there at any point, and no one has gone near the town of Graveyard in centuries. But I knew an old fellow who went there frequently. Haven't seen him around for some time, but yeah, I think so.
Would you happen to know his name by chance?
The friend who've been there, Korg, or something like that. It's an old friend of mine.
I didn't quite catch that.
Um, Korg or Cork or something like that.
Is he made of rocks?
Made of rocks.
That just went right over Wes's head.
No, I know. I got a message. I was reading that, and also no response. Um, I don't know if Kuriki would know much about that. It's pretty secretive. Response to Liam. I am back. Sorry, I really had to run there. Sorry, we were, you talked about Liam's thing and the blood. Okay, yeah.
Manor.
Vampire Hill Manor. Um, um,
And we just
I know the mayor has gone for dinners a few times.
Who's the mayor of this town nowadays?
Mayor of the town nowadays. Um. Well, it's the Grand Lord Keeper, of course. It's the no one knows his name, of course. He just the Grand Lord Keeper.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Beckett like walk out and just be like, "Yep, this town has changed."
Mhm. Okay, Beckett kind of storms out. Uh, 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 all right.
It was a pleasure talking to you. Have a good day,
It's
sir.
a pleasure meeting you too.
I think we're done here.
I will
Yeah.
be back with the troll nail. The troll toenail.
Patrol now. Nice.
And I suppose that's when I'll come back for the information.
Hmm. Okay, so go to the mysterious shop then.
All right.
Um, so Beckett and Calduin, you guys, Calduin is waiting outside, I guess.
Yep. I will head in and I'll just start looking around. I'm not gonna approach anybody yet.
Um, roll me a D100.
Oh shit. Okay. 33.
Yeah, so while you're browsing around, kind of just trying to look inconspicuous. Something does catch your eye though. You see, like just kind of tucked away, is like you see the bottom of an ornate cane, and as you look up the cane's shaft a little bit, you see the head kind of propped out of the blade concealed inside of it.
Sorry, I missed part of that. What was that?
So you see a cane, and then near the on the top of the cane shaft near the head, you see the head kind of propped out a little, building it.
Okay. Um. Sorry, I'm thinking.
Hmm.
I'm gonna. Where's the like shopkeeper? I'm assuming he's at like.
Shopkeeper back of the store, just kind of uh looking through a book just at the end there.
Um. I will wave to him and say, "Good day, sir."
Ah, yes. How can I help you?
Just browsing, but noticed this cane. I was
Ah,
wondering where you
yes.
may have gotten it from.
The cane sword. Yes, it came to me through it was, I believe it was in a box of old hatch stuff, the old old crime syndicate junk and stuff. A lot of it was just unusable or unsellable, if you will, but a few good antiquities. This one was wielded by an associate of the crime syndicate. Um, It's a pretty rare item. I've never seen anything like it. It's definitely very personally crafted. If you're interested in purchasing it, I could check through my book and find you a price.
I'm wondering if you had any oh shit, what's the island called, Wes? The
The
one
island,
the one we were just on with
Veilbridge?
all that's it.
Veilbridge. It is a whole continent. But yeah,
Yeah.
Veilbridge. Yeah.
Um I was wondering if you had any Veilbridge antiques. That's where I'm from and would like something to remind me of home.
Yes, of course. I have had a few. There's been for some reason there's been a spike in Vilbridge antiquities. Very
Oh, really?
strange. As he kind of walks back to the desk and flips through the book and goes, "Oh yes, I have a few things on hand. A few um, old daggers and scrolls and such. If you'd like to purchase them."
I'm thinking.
Hmm.
um I was actually wondering if you would be willing to do a trade.
A trade, of course, I would. I am definitely open to trades. What kind of rare items do you have, and I can appraise it and see if we can trade anything of similar value.
I have, and I'm gonna pull out the statue and put it on the table. Um, I found this in the deserts of Velbridge.
Ah, magnificent. Hmm.
I was hunted down by many for it, so
So you must have a pretty high price.
just a bit.
Ooh. So he kind of looks at it. He pulls a magnifying glass and say he goes. Traditionally, these statues are made at least 3 times as big.
Yes, that one
Curious.
I found amongst some of the ones that are much bigger, but like I mentioned,
Ah,
it's hard to run when you've got something that tall.
of course, of course, of course. Hmm. Do you have a preferred value for it so far? Because
Um,
it's one of the smaller editions, and I do have a few of the taller statues in stock. Um, I could probably run you about 35, 40 gold for it,
I was hoping
or 40, 35, 40 gold equivalent of something around the stone.
I was hoping for information rather than cash.
Mm, of course, of course. What would you like?
I was wondering who your Veilbridge supplier was. Um, I met a few people who were also looking for artifacts, and it would be nice to have a partner.
Mm. I made my deals directly with the kingdom, I believe. But I am just the shop front. Unfortunately, um, my supplier goes to their own buyers and their own traders. My supplier is someone located outside of Blackwater.
Hmm,
Um,
that's a
but
bit far.
where he acquired those items from, I could not tell you, unfortunately. I just am here to make the transactions.
Right. Okay. Well, um, how much did you say that cane was?
That cane will probably run you about since it's a pretty rare antique, 50 gold for you. And with trading this statue, I could give it for you on the 5 gold discount.
I'll take the 5 gold in cash.
Of course, and he well, no, like the cane's worth 50. The cane is worth he said 35-40, but he's saying if you buy the cane, he can give it to you for 5 gold.
Oh, see, I was thinking it was like 45 gold. I definitely don't have that. Oh yeah, I'll take the cane then because I have 5 gold.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, he takes your gold and kind of wraps up the cane and like brown paper and gives it to you.
Strap it
And
on
he
my
goes,
back.
"You might need to get it sharpened if you plan on using it." See, um,
As an old man,
like,
I'm likely gonna need it shortly. And I walk out.
So what'd you find?
The suppliers in Vale or Blackwater.
Same as that gnome.
However, he uses the kingdom in Valebridge.
So we're a bit closer to the queen then.
Yeah.
There's
My
something
guess
that
she
came out of it.
might be in Blackwater or somewhere in and around there.
Oh, I know where my next location is.
Yeah, I'm down to join you.
Um,
And then, yeah, I'm gonna go meet up with the others. I'm assuming you're gonna come with me too. So.
Yep.
okay, sweet. So you guys all meet up. Um, it's probably getting to about like 3:30, 4 o'clock now. Um, as you guys look up and read the time on the clock.
If it's across the island to get to the manor, is it a bit of a walk? Like, should we start headed there soon?
Yeah, we should probably get.
Probably.
Okay.
To the manor.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that would be a good idea.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, so you guys start heading down that main strip to the edge of the night bubble surrounding the city of Blackmere. And someone said they had to end off at 10, correct? Someone said
10
they
is
had to
10 is
go
more
to
of an
bed.
ideal for me. Like I can go
Mhm.
beyond 10.
I have
Like
to be
it
done
just
by 11 because I have an 8 a.m. class.
what I was shooting for. So would like I can go until whenever.
Mm. Well, we could call it here. This seems like actually a pretty good place to stop.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not a bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just be starting outside the Veil Bridge or Veil. Oh my God, why do I keep saying that? The Black Mirror bubble.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay,
Yep.
and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. Very good. So once again, no one really needed to use their inspiration point. I think the 4 of you have inspiration points. I think for today, I'm just gonna give Liam the last inspiration point, and next session is when the inspiration deadline starts, where you ended at the end of the session. So you guys are each starting next session off with an inspiration point
We
because
still
no
haven't
one
had a
has
combat.
used it yet. Yeah,
It,
we haven't.
Still haven't had a combat yet.
if we were voting though,
Big
it would
ol'
either go to
footprints.
James
Let's
or
go the
Vanessa.
opposite direction.
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say, Liam?
I said if we were voting, it would either go to James or you.
Oh,
It's probably a good thing we didn't kill the troll because we probably wouldn't have grabbed troll toenail and then it would have been dead and we wouldn't have had a source of troll toenail.
well, I have alchemy, so if I searched the body, I would have known that if I got a decent roll. So,
If it's a common thing, maybe
but
for potions.
Well, at least we know. Like I think it's the better option because now we know we have to get something from the troll.
Hmm.
Yeah,
As opposed
exactly.
to rather than just killing it straight up and then not knowing and then it
just like, oh, let's go over
And
there.
I've got to go back to this to that guy anyway. So if we can go track down that troll later, that gives him time to do his research. And then we can get your thing, so we can get you your pendant. All will be well.
For your protection, blah blah blah.
Bring out
Mhm.
the outro.
Well, that was a fantastic session tonight, guys. Um, Join us next week for episode 4 of The Boundless Shores. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Peace.
Um,